I live in a share house and there is 4 of us, and every week we have chores on our chore chart. And this week I'm on the kitchen. In our house we have divided all of our common areas into 4 sections. So every week each housemate has a section of the house that they need to clean and tidy. We've done it this way because it evens out the workload in order to keep the house clean and tidy all week. And we even have a controversial 3-strike system. 3 strikes and you're out. And you can get a strike one of 2 ways. The first way is by not doing your chores at all, and the second is not doing your chores to the standard that everyone has already agreed upon. And if you are to get 3 strikes, that means the following week you have to do everyone's chores, including your own. So that's 4 sections of the house. This week our kitchen wasn't looking that bad, which I was very relieved about. And you'll see the messes that need to be cleaned are just things that I'm sure we didn't realize when we were cooking that we made this mess, therefore we didn't realize we had to clean it. And this kind of just compounds over the week and ends up looking really messy, which is why it is on our chore chart. Now, just because the kitchen is on the chore chart does not mean that you are off the hook of cleaning all of your own dishes or cleaning up your own mess after yourself. And although dishes aren't in the scope of cleaning the kitchen, there were only a few and I was happy to do them. My method for cleaning the kitchen is actually really quite simple. I just start by putting things away that can be put away and that are clean. There were clean dishes on the drying rack, so I just put those away first. And please don't judge me for my utensils drawer. I know it's absolutely full to the brim. I'm actually going to do a decluttering series soon, so bear with me because this kitchen absolutely needs it. And I don't mean just the utensils drawer, like everything needs to be sorted through and savagely decluttered. I received a lot of backlash on TikTok about why we have the need for a chore chart in our house, and honestly I couldn't imagine living any other way, because the thing is there's always one person that ends up doing more cleaning than the rest because they have a higher standard of cleanliness. And me, for example, I can't stand working in a kitchen that is filthy. Before cooking dinner every night I would just find myself deep cleaning the kitchen when it wasn't even my mess to clean in the first place. And now this way I only have to clean the kitchen once a month. So it just evenly distributes the cleaning load, and oh my gosh, it has been an absolute game changer. I also oddly, and like don't judge me, but I really enjoy doing the dishes by hand. There's something about it that's just so therapeutic, and like I love knowing that all of the dishes are like genuinely clean. Our landlord is refusing to fix our dishwasher. It still technically works, but the dishwasher blades need to be replaced like ASAP. They're actually full of gunk, and when they spray the water up onto the cups they leave this residue, and it's really gross, but it still cleans the bottom rack like perfectly fine. Like I don't understand it, and my landlord just refuses to fix the blades. That's a whole other story. I mean, he was sneaking into my house pretending to be a handyman for like 2 years, which was absolutely ridiculous. Also, we seem to be having a little bit of an ant problem, and I think this always happens around summertime. I don't really understand where they come from or why they're in the house, but they need to leave. So if you have any like ant eradication methods, please let me know. And honestly, I'm just so grateful that it's not a mice problem, because that would be atrocious. And like I have a cat, but Asher, sorry babe, you're pretty lazy and I can't see you chasing literally anything. Now this task I took upon myself to do. It absolutely is not in the scope of cleaning the kitchen, but this kind of section was looking really dusty and manky, and it just had this like buildup of dust and grime on the books, and then underneath was really feral as well. So I just like took it all out, gave it a wipe down. I don't think this has been done in a while, so it was well overdue. This corner of the kitchen is like generally where our dirty dishes pile up to, so it gets really manky, but it's usually hidden underneath all of the plates and stuff, so you don't really see it. If I'm going to be honest with you, we rarely use these cookbooks. They're just for looks. Although I did notice that we have a gluten-free one, which is absolutely crazy because I was just diagnosed with celiac disease and I didn't even know that we had this gluten-free book, so I actually might open that recipe book and give some a go. Let me know if you want to see me make some of those recipes. I'm more than happy to do that. It would be absolutely wild though, because I'm not the best cook in the world, but I'd give it a red hot crack. This is the other thing that I see that other people don't. The PowerPoints in your house get so grubby, and there's nothing better than wiping them down. Oh, I love it so much. If there is anything that you take away from this video, it is that you need one of these scrubbers. Okay, it is a need. I use this in every room of the house, like every room. I use it to like clean grout surfaces. You'll see later that I use a different attachment to clean like the cupboard, the fronts of the cupboards, and it's so good, and it's like only $50, saves you so much time, energy, elbow grease, all of that good stuff. I freaking love it. Like I scrubbed this stovetop in under a minute. Are you joking? I actually found that I ran out of spray, so I had to use gumption. The gumption wasn't working with the scrubber on the stovetop, so I just used dishwashing liquid, and oh my goodness, it actually worked so well. Another surface that only I see and everyone else misses. Stunning. I actually have no idea what this mystery substance is. I think it might be cheese, but how it got to the front of the microwave is beyond me. I have no idea. Now that I think about it, I actually can't wait to declutter this kitchen, and I think it's going to be like a 20-part series because there's no way I can sit down and do it in one day. I think I would give up. And I did a makeup decluttering series on my TikTok TikTok, and that one, oh my goodness, took me so long. I just picked up like one container per day, sorted through it. That way I found that I didn't have too much decision fatigue, and I wasn't like holding on to things that I didn't necessarily need to, because every day I just went in with a fresh mindset, like, no, we've got to get rid of so much stuff. Anyway, stay tuned for that. But oh my gosh, how good does the kitchen look now? It is so clean. Anyway, this was my first YouTube video, so if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing. Never thought I'd say that.